Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Off the Air with Ben and Woods, a moment we've all been waiting for a very long time. We're taped here in the Odyssey San Diego sound space where we do the Christmas and holiday extravaganza. And yeah, just a new show we're trying out. So far, so good. It looks phenomenal. I'm Woodsy. You guys know. There's Paul Reindl, our executive producer.
Hey, how are you?
Good afternoon, Paulie. And
Good afternoon.
Benjamin Higgins is our friendly neighborhood guest host.
Good evening.
Good evening. Well, whenever you choose to listen.
Could be any time during the day. Are there any rules to
None.
Ben and Woods off the air?
No, none. We can do whatever we want. Literally anything we want.
I thought maybe like no sports talk or no Padres talk.
Whatever
would
we
be
want.
The only rule. Anything we want.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sexual position?
Don't demonstrate. I think
Just tell
that
me.
might actually get us.
They all
kicked
have
off.
names.
Cowgirl. Why do you go there right away?
This is going to be
Why
a
is
good
that-
one.
I think I broke a rib. I legitimately think I broke a rib in the first 30 seconds of
All
this
right,
show.
Second rule. Mom, you're not watching
Correct,
Ben and Woods off the air.
No, this is not for
apparently.
parents. This is not for parents.
No.
Also, this is awkward. I told you guys to dress up, and I'm the only one in a suit.
When did you
You did
change?
not. You did not tell us to dress up.
I did. I said dress up. I said we can't wear sweatpants and stuff.
And we look okay, but you look sharp.
I look like I'm not comfortable in this. I do not like this. And this was the last time this will be happening.
We didn't prank you and say, "Hey, everybody wear suits tomorrow."
I
and
don't
then
even
we
get
show
that dressed
without
up for
suits.
television
No,
anymore.
this is it's not comfortable. I don't know how I did this for many, many years. I dressed in a suit and tie and had to dry clean and stuff all the time. Life is pretty great, man. No complaints from the Ben and Woods crew here. This is a really cool setup we have in here. Our buddy Craig gave us this Ben and Woods neon, and we needed a spot for it. And I'm going to be
I
honest.
think we found it.
We originally thought, oh, let's hang it in the 97.3 The Fan studio. And I'm sure the other hosts wouldn't want to do their show with the sizzling, cackling neon behind them. Ben and Woods are like, we get it. All right, we get it. Nobody wants to
It's
see
pretty
that.
quiet.
It is quiet.
I mean,
but
we had to sit with a signed Chargers helmet in our studio for like the first 2 years when we came over here.
very
We
true.
literally moved it almost daily,
Yeah.
like out of the studio, and it somehow miraculously showed up every morning when we were there.
So we were looking for a spot for it. We obviously found it. It looks great. Thank you again to our pal Craig. Craig is the gentleman that I'll be going to England with coming up mid-July, it's crazy. It's right around the corner. And every day that passes, I get more and more anxious about it. Anxious in a good way, like excited, and then anxious in a way that's like, holy shit, what did I do? What did I do?
Whoa.
You can curse on here. You
Oh,
do whatever
that's
you want.
right.
Yeah, so
Ben.
it's more like anxious, like, what did I do? Did I really do this? I really just went for this. Turning 50, gonna go see the band Oasis, reuniting. And by all accounts, everyone when I started talking about it said, it's never gonna happen. They're never gonna play. They are 30 days out from their first show.
You love Oasis. You're
Love them.
turning 50, but you could have seen them in the States at some point later in the year. You chose the route of adventure.
I think you are, aren't you?
I am seeing them in September.
That's true. That's right.
Me, Hannah, and the boys are going to go see them at the Rose Bowl, and my boys love them too. And I did choose this route because at the time, I didn't know that they were going to do a U.S. tour. It hadn't been announced. So when I saw it announced, I don't know if it's good quality or bad quality, but I said, I'm going for it, period. And then when I looked at the dates and I saw, wait a minute, those brothers are reuniting in their hometown on my actual 50th birthday. I have to be there. I just said I have to be there. Now I'll tell you, of course, you get the flights, you get the hotel, you find tickets. The tickets were relatively inexpensive. And then you do worry. You're like, are these guys going to get
Hang on.
along?
Relatively inexpensive. You don't have to tell me.
$200.
but- Okay, I was gonna say over under 300.
Yeah, $200.
That's not bad at all.
Nothing.
Concerts these days are
Yeah,
absurd.
concert in
They have,
England.
Like, I think the common folk have been priced out of concerts
No
these
question.
days. At least the big nationwide
Yep.
stadium tours. They're like $300-400
Yeah,
just to get in.
It's bananas, and this is the hottest ticket on the planet. And so I'm looking and I go, you know what? And I asked my wife, I go, any interest? She goes, no, but I want you to go. And because the other part is I've always wanted to go to Manchester because the Smiths are from there. Joy Division's from there. All these bands and artists I love so much are from there. I will be happy walking around Manchester going, oh, that's where Morrissey went to elementary school. Like I'm into that stuff. So I get to go to Liverpool, see where the Beatles are from. I'm never going to be probably over there again. Might as well do it now. But man, I got to tell you, like the news came out yesterday. They all got in rehearsal for the first time together. Somebody had some audio. I think it's from that. I listened to it. Sounds amazing. But there's so many moving parts to it. And I'll tell you a little story that Paulie knows a little bit. I don't think I've told you yet. But also the other thing I wanted to mention is, so that's July. I'm leaving like July 16th. It's a long ass flight. It's like 16 hours all in.
Straight shot? No.
To London, then a couple hour layover, and then Manchester. To be in London waiting to just get on a plane for an hour is kind of a bummer.
But you do go San Diego
to London, which is great. But last week I'm looking and it's like, oh, if you're going to the July 18th, 19th, and 20th concerts in England, make sure you click this link. So it's 80,000 people capacity, 80,000 people. They have, usually how it works is you show up at 3:00 in the morning the day before and you camp out and wait for your turn to run up to the front, or you amble in whenever you want and you are a mile away from the stage. I didn't really think it through because I don't know that I'm going to get a real,
so it's GA. It's not, these are not assigned
GA
stadium
now,
seats.
What they did at Heaton Park, which is where I'm going, is you have to log on, click a link, choose whether you want to be in the special upfront-ish area or in the general admission. They're going to have wristbands. And then I start reading about how you're going to get down there. The trains, the trolleys, the trams, whatever. Guys, I'm staring down the barrel of a nightmare. Like of an absolute nightmare. And I don't know how I'm going to pull it off at all, because
you're going to be texting us and we're like, we can't help you on this one.
80,000 people deep at Heaton Park in Manchester. I'm excited to be a part of it, but I'm also like, what did I do?
It is such, the unknown quantity of it though is what makes it so bold. And it, the word I used was adventure. And I've really never been the adventurous sort. Shocking, I know, to both of you. I would call it an adventure going on a road trip and not having a hotel reservation already planned for where you're going to stop. Just randomly stop at
that's adventuresome.
Like at an inn somewhere on the road.
No,
I mean, that's
adventuresome.
That's about as adventurous as I've
figure it out when we get there.
As I've ever gotten. But to leave your country, to a place that you've never been to, and do this, on your own. I know you have a friend with you, but not someone who you've done this before.
Right.
Truly is a spectacular adventure.
I'm excited for the adventure of it all, but the bad news is that, and I don't even think Hannah knows this. I screwed up, man, bad, and I feel like a dipshit because of it.
Oh.
And I'm out a little bit of cash from it. You're not gonna believe this. So. And it's a good
Paulie knows this. I have no idea.
It's a good warning and a good reminder to those out there to just be careful. Just be careful. So when we went home to see my family, I flew to Austin, and I remember I was on the flight, 3-hour flight. I remember sitting down on that flight and then standing up after 3 hours, and I'm like, oh my God, my back, my neck, everything fucking hurts. It's terrible. I hate this. And I thought to myself, you know what, dude, for your 50th, I got my flight through Travelocity or whatever, and was like, all right, spent a decent amount and got, I didn't get first class. I didn't get business class, picked out a window seat that I can lean against the deal. But after that 3-hour flight, I got up and I'm like, oh my God, dude. And I go, am I going to be able to physically get through a 16-hour flight? So I go, let's just.
Bro, I'm sweating a 6-hour flight to
I know.
Philly.
Me too.
We're big dudes.
We are big dudes.
And we're all in the same row. It's going to be
sardines.
miserable. I can't even fathom 16 hours.
So I'll just raw dog it. I'm fine.
Yeah, you will raw dog
Stare
the
at the
6-hour
map.
flight.
Who
Who
behind
gets
the
what
seat.
seat?
I thought you
by
said
the way?
cowgirl, not raw.
Yeah. Well, you raw dog a cowgirl. It's the best way. Who sits where when we go? Who's sitting? Is someone sitting in the middle? It's me, isn't it? Do we have 3? I haven't even looked yet.
We have, I don't know what our seat assignments are, but I know we're in the same row going to Philly. And then on the way back, you got us all aisle seats in consecutive rows.
Okay, that's good.
So
Well,
we can spend some time.
There's
apart
only
from each
one
other.
fair way to do it. I get to pick first.
no, there's nothing fair about that. No, I was going to say he's done the least for this trip, but he planned all the restaurants. So I'm going to give him that. But anyway, I digress, as you do on a podcast. So I'm sitting in my office one day and I go, you know what, dude? You only turned 50 once. Had a good year so far. Check it out. See what it would cost. Business class to London and then Manchester.
Upgrade?
Yeah, upgrade it. So I Google Travelocity customer service number because I went to the website first. You can't find a customer service number anymore on any website ever. They don't want you to call. They want you to do their stupid live chat, and it never fucking works.
With an AI bot.
With an AI bot, and it never works. So I did go to first Travelocity.com, looked, didn't see shit. So I Googled Travelocity customer service number. Boom, number pops up. I call it. Get a guy on the phone. I say, this is what I'm interested in doing. He said, no problem. What's your Travelocity
Confirmation
number?
code. Yeah.
Give him the confirmation number. Pulls it right up. Stephen Woods, you are headed to blah, blah, blah. And this is when you're leaving and blah, 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 blah. Here's your, I said, this is what I want to do. I want to upgrade to first class. And he goes, okay, but give me a second. Comes back on. He goes, all right, here's your price. I said, it's expensive. Shit. I said, you know what, man? Let's do it. Let's do it. So he said, great, no problem. Give me your credit card number. So I do. Give him my credit card number. Flagged immediately. Back to my phone. There's a big amount. I mean, it's not like 10 grand or anything like that. It wasn't that much. But I look and I go,
it's 4 digits, right?
It's 4 digits.
Yeah.
And I hit accept. Push it through, guys. Visa. Push it through.
I really want this.
Yeah, I've got the credit on there. I'll pay it off. Get a couple good ratings bonuses or one good ratings bonus. I'm good. I'm set. So I give him the card number and doesn't go through. Try it again, man. I got plenty. I just checked my credit amount. Try it again.
No red flag in your head at this point yet?
None. Because that happens.
I don't know that I would be suspicious either.
No,
You contacted
0.
them, right?
Yeah, I contacted them. Travelocity, the phone number was on the website or on Google. So give him the card again. I said, hey, man, try this again. It's not working. He goes, you need to call your credit card company, tell them to accept these charges. I said, all right, hang on. He goes, I'll hold here. I'll hold. Merge me in. I go, okay. So I call in. I'm like, can you please accept this? They're like, we're taking a look at it right now, sir. Was on hold, honestly, 20 minutes. They come back. They said, okay, try it again. Try it again. Red flagged again. Declined. This happened twice. And I go, okay, man. So then I hit him with, dude, listen, I got 2 kids. It's dinner time. I got to make dinner. I'm not going to sweat this anymore. I'll call you back. And then the panic in his voice should have been what tipped me off. No. Sir.
Yeah, that's
sir.
Okay.
Have you guys figured out what direction this is going?
Sir. And I'm like, I go, bro, what do you want me to do? He's like, you have to call them back. You have to keep them on the phone. And I'm like, Christ, okay, fine. Call back again. Get the person on the line. Guys, push this thing through. I've got plenty of credit here. Push it through. This isn't a huge amount. I'm not buying a Lexus. Like, what are we doing? Push it through. Get off the phone. They try it again. Red flagged again. I go, God, I'm like, now I'm going crazy. I've been at this for about an hour at this point. Finally. Now, by the way, they're asking me on the phone with Visa, what is your mother's maiden name? I give it to them. What are the last 4 digits of your social? I give it to them. The Visa people, because that's who I'm talking to, the Visa people. But Homeboy has been merged into the call. So now he's got it. So I'm like, all right. So after an hour and a half, you guys, I finally go, you know what, dude? Let me just give you my debit card. Get this done.
Ooh.
He goes, sounds good.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Sounds
does,
good.
Panama
I bet
Red.
it does,
does.
Panama Red. They wore me down for an hour and a half. The Hannah's in there giving me the like, hello, are we eating with the kids? And it was a perfect storm. I wanted it so bad that I go, here's my debit card. Boom, it's out. And so I get off and I go, all right, so you've got like, what's my seat assignment? He goes, I'll be back with you in about 10 to 12 days with your seat assignment. Right then I knew he got me. He got me. He got me. And I go, oh no. And I go, no, wait, what do you mean? I go, will this show up on my Travelocity booking under that reservation? Will it show up that now I'm in first class? He goes, it will in a little while. It's going to take a while. And I go, this guy just robbed me. I just got robbed. I did this. I willingly gave it. So I go through all this mess, and now I'm panicked. So the next day, I tell Paulie about this. I go, I think I just got rooked. And the next day, I spend the entire afternoon canceling the credit card, canceling the debit card. Then I make a fraud claim to my bank. They didn't give me my money back. I lost it. I might as well take it in the backyard.
I didn't know that
lit
part.
it on fire. It's gone.
I know.
Last I heard, you were in the process of trying to get it figured out. I did not know. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, it blows.
I know what you're thinking that I'm thinking, that I'm disappointed in you for getting taken and losing that money, because I'd be panicked and devastated. You know, I'm Colonel Budget.
Yeah.
To just lose it for nothing like that. But I cannot tell you how impressed I am at least what you were trying to accomplish. And there's a movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's called Defending Your Life. It stars Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie. Albert Brooks dies in a car crash, goes to the afterlife, which is a comically like a Disneyland park, but you have to defend your life choices in front of a judge in order to either move on or you're sent back. He's funny. It's incredible. So they're going through in the courtroom scene. They go through his life, and the prosecutor is trying to point out, you had all kinds of fears. You didn't take any chances in life. And his big summation scene, they say your 40s weren't kind to you. You just gotten divorced. You planned a trip to Hong Kong with your wife. You had $3,000 to your name. She cashed her ticket in. You still decided to go, even though it wasn't the smart decision. You get to the airport. You're on the middle seat all the way to Asia. And he goes, is there any room in first class? I go, one seat. It's another $1,700. And he goes, I'll take it. It's like half your net value.
Yeah.
He took the chance. And I think about that scene all the time going, I've never been that person who is willing to just jump in without reason sometimes and just do something for myself, to take that chance and do it. And I am so impressed that you tried. You failed miserably.
Failed miserably.
But you tried to take that chance.
So after I remember that we were on the air and I started getting fraud to my credit card. That's when I had canceled the card, but they had the number, and it was to the tire place and the tow place in like Missouri or something.
Yeah.
So called them, got those reversed, had the new card already sent. And so remember, nothing came out of my credit. I still had all the remaining credit. So I just called British Airways and I did it, and I still got it. And I'm going first class. Nice. Now it cost me double what it would have cost me. Right? But I did at the time, I thought my bank will give me that money back. But my bank was like, dummy, you gave them willingly the card. We can't. And I'm like, but it's a scam. Now, here's the interesting part. Now, you think back to the beginning of this long odyssey. I Googled Travelocity's number. These dudes are so sophisticated that they can fish fake numbers up when you Google wherever, my Visa Platinum Chase card. It can be a fake number.
Make sure you don't Google. You have to go to their official site and find their contact info if you're going to absolutely call them.
So the other thing that's got me spun out is that dude has he had my debit card, which I canceled and got a new one. No problem. Had my credit card, which I canceled and got a new one. No problem. he's got my Travelocity confirmation number, meaning he could literally call and cancel my hotel the day I get there. I could show up and be like, we don't have a reservation for you, which I already paid in full.
Or they're like, we spoke to you yesterday.
You canceled the reservation. Like,
that's just a mean scammer. I mean, it's one thing to scam you out of money, but don't just be mean about it too.
I called him back, by the way, and he answered.
Oh,
I called him about 5 days ago.
really?
Yeah, he answered. I can call him right now if you want, but I called him. He's
Kind
like,
of, actually.
and I go, you got me, dude. Well done. And I said, and he's like, no, what are you talking about? It's going to be there. It's going to be there. I'm like, bro, you and I both know it's not going to be there. I was like, you got me. I'm going to tip my hat to you on this one. You made out with, a little bit of cash. At the end of the day, it's not going to kill me. It's not going to kill my family. It's not going to take food off my table. Sucks, but it's got to work a little bit harder, do a couple extra things. No big deal. But
what was his tone? Was he like?
He was
trying to
deny it. He's worried that
Yeah.
you got your recording at some sort of sting where he's going to be arrested, I'm sure.
But listen, I'm not a super tech savvy guy. I'm also not an idiot. I've made it this far on a lot of guile and a lot of having the ability to navigate life alone, a lot of it, and get to where I was. I'm not an idiot. This was probably the least savvy thing I've ever done. And it was kind of a warning for everybody. Like, really, this stuff, they are so sophisticated now. And they're so they have no feeling, about, I couldn't steal $10 from somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I really couldn't. Like, I could not steal $10 from somebody that might need it. These guys, and you can hear in the background, this call center, hundreds of these people just out crushing souls on a daily basis. So
fucking assholes, man.
Embarrassing story to be sure. Warning to everybody out there that, be careful, be smart. I'm now going to be way, because I was always kind of like blasé about like, no, I'll just give you my card number over the phone. Now I'm like, no, dude, I'm going to take a vial of blood from you. Like it was pretty gnarly.
Well, we've got a surprise. As our very first guest on Ben and Woods Off the Air, we have your scammer. Here he is.
Whatever his name was. This dude. Yeah. So taking a trip that I was already like pretty anxious. Now I'm like, well, I paid double for it, so I better have fun. Like my wife died.
You're gonna have a great time.
Dude, and the thing is like I didn't tell Hannah. She'll probably watch this. I didn't tell her because I literally didn't. She wouldn't be mad about the money. She bought a couch. She bought a couch when we had Bo 7 years ago. She bought a couch that was this high off the ground for like $7,000. I remember I sat down and I was like, what is this? There's a picture of Bo the day Taylor came home from the hospital, and he sunk down in the middle, and he's holding Taylor, and I'm like, you can't even see him. This couch. I think we took, no kidding, like a $6,500 bath.
Holy shit.
So we've all done
Yes.
dumb shit. We didn't think it through. She would not be. I didn't want her to look at me like, that's my feeble dipshit. Like, really, it was like an ego thing. If I went and say, hey, I lost this much money, I was stupid, she'd be like, oh, I didn't want her to look at me and be like, you're such a loser. Like, that's such a loser.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode.
So wait, do you tell her when you get home today after this recording?
No.
Are you telling her or just risking it? See if she watches or not.
I'll see if she watches. But like I said, the fucking couch. You've never. When I got it, I go, okay, it's low. I'm tall. It's very low. And she's like, it's the hottest new thing. And I'm like, all right. And I sat in it and just sunk and was like, oh, this is super comfortable, babe. And then she's like, well, I'm going to sell it. And you're right. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm like, no big deal. I'm like, what'd you get for it? She's like, like $500. I'm like, oh my God, we only had it for like 2 months. And I'm like, so $6,500. And I don't give it. I didn't pitch a fit about it. I didn't. I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. Like, it's just money. It'll come back to you. I should be a little tighter than I am. Certainly I can get spendy from time to time, but also, man, like, it's my 50th. I'm going to do my 50th right. I am absolutely going to do even if it costs me double.
Dude, the scamming is just,
it's out of control.
It's insane.
I applaud you, though, for sharing a story. Hey, maybe one person out there thinks twice before they Google a number. call it and share any financial information with
I
someone.
can't even it's been weird. Like I turned 35 this year. So I've grown up in this technology age, and things have already changed, from when I was a kid to where I'm at now. They've changed in the last 5 years. It's so rapid how fast technology and these scams can change. I mean, people have been getting scammed forever.
Oh yeah.
But it was like some sweet old lady that thought QVC was calling her
Sure.
or something like
Yeah.
that. You're like, grandma, you can't pay these people. That's been going on forever. But like, dude, nowadays
This is out of control.
I mean, the masking that goes on, you literally Googled
I Googled it.
Travelocity phone number, and a scammer popped up.
It goes right to the scammer call center, and there's obviously they take your credit card out of the gas pump now. They have a way to take the number of it, and it's just like, oh my God. So
and then there's still so much unknown on like
Yeah,
what do I do? Like, dude, I'll tell you a story. I think I might have told you this once. I've never said any of this to anyone. I had a buddy in high school. Maybe we had just graduated, but I was going over to his house to pick him up. We were going somewhere, and he goes, "I need you to come inside right now." And I'm like, "Okay," and get out of my car, walk in, and he goes, "I fucked up." I'm like, "What?" He looked like he had seen a ghost. I'm like, "What happened?" He goes, "I think I'm getting scammed." I'm like, well, what happened? Okay, this is like 2009, 2010. So technology, everything's different now. But he goes, I was on Chat Roulette or something, one of those websites, and I was talking to this girl, and she like sent me some pictures of her boobs, and she wanted to see what I looked like.
oh, he sent the hog
He sent hog, dude.
to her.
He sent her dick pics, and like, she has him on video, like, fucking dude. I mean, and after they got what they needed from him, he then was informed, hey, by the way, that's not who I am. I'm a scammer. He's some guy somewhere on the other side of the planet.
Lewis.
Yeah, he is a scammer. He goes, I've already hacked into your address book on your computer that you're using right now.
Everyone's getting this video.
He goes, if you don't send me $500 in the next hour, he goes, who is so-and-so? And he goes, that's your aunt, right? And he goes, oh my God. And like named her, name checked her, dude. And he goes, $500 in the next hour or everyone in your contact list is getting this video. And he's like, Paulie, what the fuck do I do? I'm like, I don't know.
You say,
because they
you
say
take
like,
checks or
well, they say don't pay the scammers because it's not going to be 500.
right.
If you can
They're
pay
gonna come back,
500,
Right, they'll just get
you'll
back
gladly
more.
pay 1,000. And if you'll pay 1,000, you'll gladly pay $2,000. And he went to the fucking cops. He went to the police station, had to explain to them what happened, which is mortifying.
Yes, this is actually me masturbating on the. Yeah, that is me.
And
Nope.
I believe he ended up paying some money and it went away. But he was talking to the guy, the scammer at this
It's
point.
like, why
now.
are you doing this?
He's like, sorry, bro. Like, this is how I make my money. Like, he was not even, he had zero
No
remorse. He's just like, sorry, man, this is how I make my money. Like, you got 1 hour, time's ticking, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. And so now, like, dude, you look back and of course you're like, what a moron. How did you not see that one coming?
Sure.
But you didn't know at the time.
No, you think you're talking to some dime.
Especially when you're an 18-year-old
Yeah.
moron. But
That
dude,
sucks.
and then nowadays it's just even worse.
Ben?
Think I've avoided any major scams up to this point in my life.
Which is the beauty of
the
not
goal.
taking a lot of chances like
That is
like I
true.
do.
That is true.
Man, that's it's scary out there. It's scary. So this is kind of what this show is going to be. We'll tell fun stories.
I don't think we said we're doing this like monthly, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Monthly-ish.
Monthly at a minimum, I think.
Not weekly, certainly not daily.
Right.
But yeah, it's just something a little bit
A
different.
little different. We can open it up a little bit.
It was kind of hard to figure out what we were going to do here on
Very
this show
much.
because we're like, we want to do something that we couldn't do on our show.
Yeah.
But there's pretty much nothing outside of cursing or it's the stuff that's going to be
Making one
illegal.
of those videos.
You can't make one of those videos. Like anything else, though, we have no problem bringing it onto our show. So
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to figure out where to go.
And I'm happy to do it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, share, all that, whatever. I don't know how you do it these days. I think you just comment. Definitely we don't want your credit card number. I don't want it. Please don't give it to me. Don't ask me for mine. But no, we're gonna
I
have
do
some
want
fun.
your mother's maiden name though.
No, I'm
because
not
just
giving you my
curious.
mother's maiden name.
Actually, everybody, if you've made it this far, thank you. Comment down below, just Cowgirl. I would like to see how many comments.
How many cowgirls can
Cowgirl
we
can
get underneath it? That's a really good
You
idea.
dirty
I have to pee. Ben has to go to his other job, and Paulie probably has to edit this and post it. So thank you guys for all your support of our program always. You guys are incredible. Hope you guys like this. We'll get loose. We're going to have some guests. I have some really good ideas for some guests. Got to make it all work, but this was just kind of the pilot, and thought I would embarrass myself fully on the first one, and I got more where that came from. It's Ben and Woods off the air, and we'll be back soon. Love you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.